here you can see the first column. It leads to providing the access to it. So the rules of the game is that you work hard. Okay, this is for women to work. We want to have high quality. We want to generate business, for example. To be flexible, to be seen, to be valued. This is what we women care for. To fit, to manage large projects, as you are already now doing, and to work on our experiences. Now, the promotion strategies here, what usually male think, then they are active, they have active strategy, natural style, and they have common strategies, which is avoiding, we have the managers, we have the self-promotion, we have visibility. Now, while the female, the problem that some references mention that they are sometimes reluctant, they have reluctant strategy, and they have, as if it's unnatural style, okay? This is how they consider it. So the promotion levers here is working on the last column, which is working, trying to have the best, or let's say, right people. And we see right people, we say right people, not men or women, so right people. Right, as we say in Arabic, الأشخاص المناسبين, okay? We don't, not الرجل المناسب, okay? أشخاص مناسبين, whether it's man or woman. So right networks, this needs networks. Maybe men are more talented in this, or they are having better opportunities in this, the networks, because women are more working in an inner way, and they concentrate more outer. Now, the right sponsors, as you are working on now, and choosing or working on the right projects. Is this a priority, for example, for Jordan or X? So as to have the right business, to work on the business area. And just to remind you, we have theories on gender, I'm sure you know them. One of them is essentialism, which argues that on the differences between men and women when we talk about biology and things related, and that I'm sure that maybe some of you read some books like this, the title saying men are from Mars and women from Venus. Okay, and women are nurturers or emotional creatures. So they concentrate, those who are having negative issues here, concentrate on this part. Now, what are the causes? Because what we need to understand the causes, because if it's like cause and effect. So if we don't, in any project, in any research, if we don't concentrate on the project, on the causes, you cannot reach the right solutions. Causes of gender inequality here. It's uneven access to education. And this is, I have a book talking about education. And one of the course that I discussed is gender. And of course, if you go back to the numbers, and you can see in the reports, the UNESCO reports, how this is raised, uneven access to education around the world. Women still have less access to education than men. Now, we are lucky that in Jordan, in universities, for example, we have more women than, more girls than. So this may compensate in the future. Now, part of, them, if you look at the numbers here, they differ from one country to another. We also have the problem of lack of employment equality, and this is still here in Jordan. I used to work before in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. I used to work in Civil Service Bureau, and although that the statute itself says that they are equal, but in let's say in the practice itself, here we can find the differences in equality. That we can see, for example, when they want to choose a director or a manager, they prefer, let's have the man so that they cannot, they don't have family excuses or whatever. If they want to make, give them opportunities to travel abroad even, or to have, to study or have courses, scholarships, they prefer also men. some mentalities, we still have that stereotype way of thinking that they will be less problematic. ما بيقلبونا they say it in Arabic. ما بيقلبونا مش مشكلة ما بيمشكلونا. Lack of legal protection, and here, as I said, Princess Basma, through the council itself, which is the Jordanian Council, National Council, works on this, which is solving some problems that are in the legal system itself. So how can we work on this too, especially if we are dealing with violence, as I mentioned before. And the problem here, in number 3, I'm mentioning the sexual, the domestic work. But some of it is not mentioned in reports, and you will not see the numbers, which is working on respect and the image that you give to women. Poor medical care, but we are good in this in Jordan. But these are one of the general problems that cause inequality in general in the world. Lack of political representation, and we still have this in Jordan. Sometimes we move forward, sometimes we retreat. So it's not only the number, because I worked on a study on this, number 5 in Jordan, the one that I told you that will be published by the end of this year. It reflects Jordan's situation. And you can see, well, yes, we have ambassadors, we have ministers, we have people in the lead, but still, how many do we have? Do we still have? And sometimes we have, and then we don't see them anymore. I don't know why. And the problems of social, the social problems come, and here comes the idea or the problem of racism and whatever comes under any kind of differentiation in this meaning. I don't know if I can continue. Do I have time? Okay. I'll try to make it brief. Now, women will be empowered. This is support all the highest national level. We work on education for all, better health indicators. Now, when you see here the word indicators, because if you want to make a research and you want to reflect that in numbers, you cannot work on just giving a reflection how things are. You should make things in number to make it very clear and specific. So indicators here are very important. Increased participation in the workforce, the legal rights, the political participation, and even family and planning of the policy. I here go to a very, very important slide, which is to Antonio Guterres, Secretary General of the United States. United Nations, he said on the Sustainable Development Goals that is mentioned in the reports, and this is the last, by the way, special edition concerning the goal 5. He says, unless we act now, okay, maybe it should be yesterday, if I can say something on this word. It's not only now, yesterday. نقول بالعربي كان لازم انت مطلوب منك تقول له امبارح so it should be yesterday. The 2030 agenda will become an epitaph for a world that might have been. It might have, see? So with only so here now we are to 2023 till 2030. We are working on still we have 7 years remaining till the goal is achieved. Hopefully, and I don't think, and I'm sure it will not this way. Here are the numbers that are given in very, very, actually I just found them 2 days when Dr. Ala asked me. I just found the numbers. I didn't know that before. That about 15% of goal 5 indicators with data are on track, okay? In the world, we're talking here globally. And 61, okay, I don't want to talk about fractures, of goal 5 indicators with data are at moderate distance, okay? And 23 of goal 5 indicators and with data are for very far on track until 2030. So this in a way concentrates and lights the shadow on how our life is being problematic in Splash